Hello everyone from the news section of the Pioneer's Daily Map Report. In a moment, we will tell you the latest developments on the war between the Russian army and the Ukrainian army. According to the latest reports, the Ukrainian army has achieved quite critical gains in the Bakhmut front line. The latest situation on the Bakhmut front line is not at all hurting for the Russian army. According to the latest reports, the Ukrainian army is continuing its counteroffensive operations in 4 sectors of the front line. The Russian army, which is struggling with heavy losses, is about to lose control at many points in the face of the counterattack operations of the Ukrainian army. There are major problems in the defense lines of the Russian troops, especially due to the counterattack operations of the Ukrainian army. So, what is the latest situation on the front line? Let's take a look at the developments together. The Pioneer continues its daily map report. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our map reports and daily reports. You can also support me and my team by using the super thanks button located at the bottom of the video. If you're ready, let's start. The Pioneer report. I want to start today's map report with the Bakhmut front line. First, let's see the Bakhmut front line and the map with a wide angle. There were points that I constantly expressed here. For about 2 months, I have been drawing your attention to the points Klishchivka, Andreevka, and Kordomivka, located south of the city center of Bakhmut. Now, the Ukrainian army has reached a definite conclusion to the points here. Klishchivka, a wide area of Andreevka, and on the other hand, came completely under the control of the armed forces of Ukraine. Andreevka is located about 11 kilometers from the city center of Bakhmut. In the same way, Andreevka is located between Klishchivka and Kordomivka. We can make the following comments by looking from here. The Ukrainian army was already trying to capture Klishchivka and Kordomivka as well. The Ukrainian army, which formed a declivity between these 2 points, had the opportunity to open a new front in the direction of both Klishchivka and Kordomivka. Thanks to this, the siege in Klishchivka and Kordomivka, which are under the siege, will become even more severe. Already, Klishchivka has largely fallen into the hands of the Ukrainian army. The Ukrainian army is also really close to getting results in Kordomivka. The transfer of Andreevka to Ukrainian control will shorten this period even more. And what will happen after that? Let's take a look at the possible scenarios. Let's draw a line on Klishchivka, Andreevka, and Kordomivka. A line of about 7 kilometers appears in front of us. Apparently, here the Ukrainian army will march on the Russian troops in the eastern direction. There are also Ordadivka, Mikhailivka, Dorha, and Opitny here. Let's not confuse the Opitny here with the Opitny on the Donetsk front line. The next goal of the Ukrainian army will be to clear Russian positions at these points. In this case, you can see the areas of the Ukrainian dominance south of the city center of Bakhmut will increase even more. This situation will pave the way for the Ukrainian army to carry out more violent operations in the city center of Bakhmut. Andrei Kovalov, a spokesperson for the Ukrainian General Staff, also has made statements about this region. According to these statements, the Ukrainian army is continuing its preparation to increase the gains it has achieved in the operations south of Bakhmut. In addition, while the Ukrainian army achieved these gains, Russian troops suffered numerous losses both in terms of the personnel and equipment. The Ukrainian army also attacked the city center of Bakhmut to further expand its gains in the south of Bakhmut. As you can see, the southwest of the city center of Bakhmut is under the control of the Ukrainian army. Ukrainian troops launched an intense offensive from this area towards the city center of Bakhmut. However, this later was inconclusive. In the city center of Bakhmut, Russian troops using the remaining defense lines from the Ukrainian army repulsed Ukrainian troops. The defense line used by the Russian army explains the reason why the defense of the Ukrainian army in Bakhmut was successful for a long time. The Bakhmut front line has been very active in recent days. We think that this mobility will continue in the coming days. In particular, the gains made by the Ukrainian army south of the Bakhmut front line will cause the Ukrainian troops to attack with greater tenacity. In addition, Russian troops will also take action to recapture the positions captured by the Ukrainian army. This will greatly increase the severity of the conflicts in the region. It seems that we will be talking more about the Bakhmut front line in the coming days. Now I would like to continue our report by examining the latest developments on the Zaporizhia front line. First, let's see the Zaporizhia front line on the map from the wide angle. Let's start again with the Wuhldar front line first, which is one of the two sections of the front line. There has been a silence on the Wuhldar front line in recent days, but I want to point out this. Every time we say that there is a silence in the region, radical changes are taking place in the region. We have to say that there is a similar situation in Wuhldar part of the Zaporizhia front line. In this area, there were efforts by the Ukrainian army to expand the front in the direction of Novodonetsk and Novomyrsk. These efforts are in full swing. There have been artillery attacks between the two armies in recent days. According to the latest reports, Russian artillery units hit Ukrainian positions in Urkhain and Shtormayorsk. The Ukrainian artillery units did not leave these attacks of the Russian artillery units unanswered. Ukrainian artillery units also severely hit Russian positions in Zavitny Bazhania, Shtormolinka, Peryodny, Novomyrsk, and Novodonetsk. Now let's continue with the latest developments in the robotic section of the Zaporizhia front line. Here, Ukrainian infantry troops attack in the direction of Novoprokopivka and Verbov with the support of artillery units. It has made gains in some areas. Here we see the Ukrainian sphere of dominance, which is growing slowly but steadily. We know that the main target of the attack here, the Ukrainian army wants to advance in the direction of Melitopol by improving its dominance here. The Novoprokopivka region is very important in this regard. In addition, the Ukrainian army is trying to capture Novoprokopivka and encircle Robotny through a new line. The entry of Novoprokopivka under the control of the Ukrainian army will change the balance in the region. Let's also look at the direction of Luhov, which is located further west. Russian troops are trying to open a new flank line here. According to recent reports, the Russian army has launched an offensive in this region. However, this attack ended in failure. Ukrainian troops managed to repel the attacks of the Russian troops. And what do you think? Do you think that the gains made by the Ukrainian army on the Bakhmut front line will be permanent? Do you think the Ukrainian army will advance further along the Bakhmut front line? How will the gains made by the Ukrainian troops south of Bakhmut affect the front line? Mention it in the comments. I'm reading and caring about all your comments.